everybody, and welcome to Senior Susie Stamps. I'm Julia, and I'm glad you're here with me today. This is a little extra video for the week because I realized as I was doing cards for this Sunday's video that I hadn't really talked very much about Deckle Edge. We've kind of casually mentioned it here and there throughout the videos in the last year, but I thought I would show you the things that I have to make Deckle Edge. Now you can, of course, you can take a piece of paper and just tear a rough Deckle Edge, and that's perfectly fine to do. I don't have the best control over this kind of edge, and sometimes when I'm doing a card I want to have it be more or less kind of straight and square. And so this is how I do it, and I want to show you the things that I have in the studio that are Deckle. This is the Cat Daddy Tim Holtz Deckle Guillotine Cutter, and it does a really nice Deckle Edge in a straight line. And if you can let go of some change and purchase one of these for your studio, I highly recommend it. I have really enjoyed using mine. Another less expensive alternative are Deckle Edge scissors, and these happen to be Fiskars. I have some other ones that came out of my school scissors. I just happen to like this Fiskars. It seems like it might be a little sharper. I've had these for years, but I'm sure if you do a search for Fiskars Deckle Edge scissors, you'll find some. This is a ruler, and it comes in a set. I got it from Amazon, and there are no really identifying marks on it as far as what company made it, so I'm suspecting that it was made in China perhaps, but at any rate, this is what they call a tear scissor, a tear edge scissor. Let me show you how that works. I have taken a couple of pieces of copy paper, recycled, and I used my ATG gun and put them together, and then I just tore the edge off. And what I find with this is that if you back away from the edge about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, it's much easier to get a decent tear started that way. And you can see how nice an edge, tear edge or Deckle Edge, that gives you. Now, the other thing that I've done today is to do the same basic sort of thing with my Tim Holtz cutter right here. And you'll notice that I only did 2 edges on both of these. So I wanted to show you about that because it makes a really nice card front without having to layer up so many layers. And so if you're trying to save on postage, or you don't have quite the right color, but you've got the right color of pen, this works very, very well. Let me get some scratch paper. And let's just do this one first. And what I usually do is I'll set it back from the corner edge. I'm hoping you can see that all right. Let me look in the... I think you'll see it once I put the pen on it. So then I take my chisel point on my marker, and I'm just going to hold my fingers kind of close to that edge and run my chisel point marker right down next to my torn paper edge. And this makes a really nice little faux deckle. And then I'll turn it and reestablish where I want to put it, and then just keep moving around. And I'll turn it again and do the same thing. Sometimes I flip it over, sometimes I don't. It just really is kind of a random situation on what I want to do on this. But you can see how nice that edge finishes out, and it doesn't require then a piece of colored paper for your card backing. I'll take my pen then and just run it around the edge so that the white core of the paper doesn't show. And there we have it. And the same thing with this one. Now let's say, for example, we wanted to do a little line on the inside. Then you could take a corresponding or the same color of fine point pen. This happens to be a Helix 0.1 millimeter fine line marker. And just do the same little thing. Just travel your marker easily down that edge, holding close to the edge so that it doesn't slip over on you. And then just keep turning your paper and leaving about the same amount of border that you want to have. And then you can tie your little corners back together. And you can see how easy this is. And it just gives you another little option for finishing your card with a Deckle Edge without having to cut all of your papers that way. Let's finish this one out. And there we go. And see what a nice card backing that is. So, well, what do you do with that? Well, let me show you very simply and quickly a card. And this is where knowing your card layer sizes helps. But let's just look at this one for example. This piece happens to be 2 3/4 by 4, and I used my Deckle trimmer to cut the edge on that. And then I have a little focal point that I made out of some scrap paper, and this has a little Deckle edge on it as well, and that could go there. And then a really quick little sentiment can go here, and your card front's basically done then. It doesn't take any time at all, and it doesn't cost very much to do a Deckle Edge border this way. So I hope you think about that and come back Sunday for our full-length video. So I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.